welcome to Coastal Living. It's another beautiful day in the Coastal Bend, and you can look and feel more beautiful with the visit to Anthony's Aveda Concept Salon. They're located off of Everhart with over 50 years, if you can believe it, in the biz. They might know what they're doing, right? So we're going to give you the details on some great holiday specials they have going on and all of the incredible services they offer as well. We also have a Pet of the Week to feature. Remember, adopt, don't shop, especially if you're looking for a new furry friend to get you through the holidays and into the rest of both your lives, right? We have that and so much more to come. Thank you for joining us. You're watching Coastal Living. It's time for another holiday gift guide, and today we're here at the famous Anthony's Aveda Concept Salon. Here with Haley. Tell me a little bit about Anthony's. Y'all been around for a minute.
Yes, ma'am. So we are a family-owned and operated business, and we have been since we opened our doors back in 1983. So we are so thankful to the Coastal Bend community for supporting our business for the past 4 decades. And we are a salon and day spa, so we're head to toe. Anything you need, you can get it here. We do hair, nails, massages, facials, waxing, you name it, it's here.
Absolutely. And what I love is that you'll offer packages, different things if you're trying to like treat somebody or if you want to treat yourself. They offer a variety of packages, and in addition to that, this holiday season, not only do you have an opportunity to get a gift card or some really great products for someone you love, but treat yourself. Y'all do extensions, halo extensions, they do the tape-ins, so literally anything you can think of is right here at Anthony's. So tell me a few about the products that you all offer as well.
Yes, so we are an Aveda Concept Salon, and Aveda, if you're not familiar, is vegan, cruelty-free. It's a product that we really trust and believe in, and that we're really, really proud to have in our salon. So on top of that, we also have Nutrafol, Image, Smashbox, pretty much anything you need as far as tools. We have straighteners, brushes, anything you need, we have it here.
I love it, and it really is a spa experience, and I love the story too because it's a true testament to the fact that when you support a small business and when they do things right and carry their business correctly, you can really support the local economy and help keep places like this thriving like you all are. So we have a little treat for you guys. If you come in and get any service when you mention Coastal Living, you will be entered into a raffle, and let me tell you, you can win a day in heaven, which is their biggest package. That includes a 6-hour experience, including a facial, massage, manicure, pedicure, shampoo, cut, blow dry, makeup. Y'all, tell me that isn't an actual day in heaven, right?
Absolutely.
So stop by Anthony's Aveda Concept Salon right here off of Everhart. 40 years and going strong. This holiday season, they've got everything you need to take care of that special someone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Matthew Alexander.
And I'm Dr. Adam Lewis, and from South Texas Brain and Spine Center, from our family to yours,
Happy Holidays!
Now, Coastal Living's Pet of the Week.
Hello everybody, I'm back with Miss Matilda from Corpus Christi Animal Care Services, and today we've got a little Charlie boy looking for a new home. Tell us a little bit about Charlie.
So Charlie is a 1-year-old pit bull boxer mix, and he knows some tricks. So he knows how to sit. Can you sit, Charlie? And he can give you the paw. And he's very friendly, very gentle. He's a very gentle giant. He is very big for his age, and he's only 1 year old.
Oh,
Hi, Charlie.
He has such a sweet demeanor. He's all smiles. He's very soft and timid, which some people might be intimidated by this breed, but he is such a sweetheart, yes. And he likes to show off his tricks. He's been showing everybody here at the office. So if you're in the mood for a new pup, we always encourage you to adopt, don't shop. But let's talk about what's happening at Corpus Christi Animal Care Services over the holiday season. You guys do so many great things to not only help the animals, but help people that need help taking care of their own animals, right?
Yeah, so if you're not able to adopt, you can go ahead and help us with taking care of the animals, like donating some blankets and some treats. As you see, we're almost out of treats, and Charlie loves eating them.
Charlie ate them all, so we need more treats.
So we'll be closed Christmas and the day after Christmas, and then also New Year's Day.
Okay, and besides that, if somebody wants to come by and donate on behalf of Santa Claus, how can we donate some items? And
So
what are
you
you looking
guys
for?
can go ahead and stop by our shelter at 2626 Holly Road to donate, or you can go ahead and donate from our Amazon wish list, which is located on some of our social media posts.
Very cool. And as usual, you can visit Charlie and all his furry friends when?
At 2626 Holly Road.
Monday through Friday?
Yes, Monday through Friday. No.
Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5:30.
Awesome. All right, so stop by. You never know, you might find the Pawfit companion for you. And I have a feeling Charlie might find a new home this holiday season, but if that's your home we're thinking about, give them a call, stop by, and pick up this handsome little lad today.
Coastal Living's Pet of the Week is paid for by Animal Medical Corpus Christi, family owned and operated since 1981.
Imagine loading up your car with gifts to bring to Grandma's house for the holidays, only to discover you have a flat tire. Another surprise, the spare tire you thought was inside the trunk isn't really there. When Courtney McEwen had a flat,
This tire right here.
the college student called AAA, assuming the driver would simply swap out the spare.
I thought it would be under there, so we opened that up and realized there wasn't a spare tires.
Not even a temporary donut tire, just a little air pump.
You get this for inflating the tire.
But Dad Chris says the pump would have been useless.
In our case, it wouldn't have worked because the hole in her tire was in the sidewall.
So Courtney had to call and wait for a tow truck. It turns out the issue of cars missing spare tires isn't really new. Since 2020, Consumer Reports found just 10% of cars are now equipped with a full-size spare. Just under 50% come with a space saver or donut tire.
You shouldn't drive on them for more than 50 miles, so it's truly temporary, and a lot of cars do come with those.
Automotive technician Michael Crossan says automakers are ditching spares to cut production costs and reduce the weight of the vehicle. Spare tire or not, Consumer Reports says be ready for a flat.
You definitely should know what you have in your vehicle. You want to be familiar with it now rather than when you need it on the side of the road in the dark.
He says stock the basics like hazard triangles or road flares, a flashlight, rags or gloves, and a phone number for roadside assistance.
I think there's a lot of people out there that just really don't realize this.
Chris McEwen now plans to buy a donut tire, typically around $100, for his daughter's car, saying it's money well spent, and that way you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese.
With Christmas just around the corner and all the last-minute excitement going on, we almost forgot that today is National Maple Syrup Day. So to celebrate, how about having waffles, pancakes, or French toast dripping with, you guessed it, maple syrup? By the way, make sure you don't get maple syrup mixed up with pancake syrup, which doesn't even have real maple syrup in it. To make things even more special, we came up with a recipe for streusel top maple muffins that are ideal for serving today, and the recipe is perfect to have on hand right through the end of the year. We start by making a basic muffin recipe from scratch. The difference with these is that they're laced with a good amount of real maple syrup. Then we top each one with our homemade streusel topping before popping them in the oven. When the whole house smells amazing, you'll know they're done. Imagine serving these on Christmas morning while the family opens their presents, or New Year's morning while everyone's trying to open their eyes. To get the recipe so you can celebrate this fun food holiday, head over to our website and type in Morning Maple Muffins. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a maple-licious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Good, huh?
We're going to take a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere. When we return, I've really been enjoying the Coastal Bend history segments here on the show. Hopefully you have too. It's so incredible learning about some of these monumental locations that you've always wondered about, just never do too much. Well, thanks to our friend Andy Lascano, we're going to learn a little bit of Coastal Bend history about the Tarpon Inn. So stay with us. We'll be back with more on Coastal Living. Hey everybody, I'm back with Robert Heil and Heil Law Firm to get you some insight on where to find the best legal representation. Obviously this guy, but why? Today it's all about the why, Robert. I think every successful business has a very strong mission, a very strong why. And I think that our friends at home might want to know, what is your passion and purpose behind your profession?
Yeah, I believe you do something because you have a talent, you have an ability, but there's always a passion underneath that. And for us, we try to do things a little different at our law firm. Most people don't like attorneys, and they don't like have to deal with these difficult situations. So we try to make that experience positive as it can be, and we know that it's going to be a difficult and stressful moment. But we have some values and philosophies that we actually put into action in our firm that we think differentiates us a little bit from the other people.
Yeah, well, I think we notice a lot of these lawyers seem like they're kind of angry about something. They're always yelling at us. And so that can be kind of intimidating when you call. You're like, is he going to be yelling at me when I call that number? You always seem very positive and bubbly and optimistic. So where does that energy come from, and how do you see that influence your clients?
We have a lot of fight and passion when we advocate for our clients, but underneath all that, we have a principle of connection to the client. I want to be able to reverse roles with my client and put myself in their shoes, kind of feel, you know, I don't have a job, I can't get to work, my car's out, how am I going to get the kids to school? So I'm always thinking about how you're feeling, what you're thinking, and I want to hear your story so that I can be able to tell that story and show that story to the insurance company, to the judge, to a possible jury. So what we try to do is actually put ourselves in a position of the client to give the best possible experience that we can. And so that's why the main principle that we have is to give an excellent client service or customer service experience.
I love that. What are some common misconceptions that people have about finding a lawyer? Maybe like, you know, when they call you and they're in an accident, they're going to have to pay you $5,000 before you talk to them, things like that.
It's absolutely free unless we win your case, so we don't charge anything. We can give all the advice to guide you through that, and if you don't want to hire our firm, hire somebody that can help you through the process, because it's complicated. The insurance doesn't always have your best interest at heart. They love to take your money, but they don't like to pay out money. That's how they make money, and their responsibility is to make money as a company, not necessarily to protect the little guy. So we're in the business of helping people, equalizing the playing field, and making sure that people are protected and covered. But while we do that, we want to give the best possible experience. We can answer your questions. We can talk to you. We can sit down face-to-face in my office and discuss some of the options on your case. We like to educate you as to what the process will be so you know what to expect coming up, and we can get the best possible results and be there as a partner holding hands with you going through a successful result on this together. And that sometimes includes making sure that you get the best possible medical treatment.
Absolutely. Well, and not only do you give the best legal representation, but you give back to the community in such a big way. I know you do the Kicks for Class, you do the Give a Child a Book campaign, and so many other campaigns. So where can people go to follow your journey, whether it be social media or online, to see how we can volunteer for these programs?
Give us a call, 361-356-1277. That's our number. They always flash it up. QR code will bring you to our website. The reason that we do this is because we care about the community. We're battling for justice, winning for the community. That's why we've been voted best of the best of Corpus Christi for law firms the last 2 years in a row, because we're committed to customer service, giving the best experience, providing people with the best possible medical care that they can get. And we take a part of that in every case, and we give it back to the community through Give a Child a Book, Kicks for Class, so we can help Corpus to become a better place, because we're invested in the community, we care about it, and we want to see Corpus become as great as it can be.
Absolutely. You're a huge part of that, so thank you for all your hard work. And if you need him, call him. Don't forget to tell him Coastal Living sent you.
Counselor's Corner is paid for by Robert Heil and the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.
Tipping can add extra stress to the busy holiday season. Luckily, though, tipping doesn't have to go to extremes, and these days, it doesn't even have to include cash.
Sandy Vanatsky knows it's tipping season.
I tip at least 20%. It's the holidays. Oh, wait, I need to tip.
Like Santa, she's made a list.
I'm getting my hair done this week, so she'll get a tip. Anyone at restaurants, all the waiters and waitresses.
But etiquette experts say holiday tipping isn't just about putting more money in the tip jar.
I think the way to think about holiday tipping is an end-of-the-year thank you to the service people in your life.
Lizzie Post is co-president of the Emily Post Institute, a go-to source on etiquette. She says tipping is about giving a bonus to people who help you all year long.
People who work on you personally or with your home, with your children, with your pets in some cases.
She says never feel obligated to go beyond your personal budget. And if your budget doesn't allow for tips, consider a small gift, like gloves for the mail carrier. A suggested amount to tip for many service providers is 1 week's pay for a nanny, housekeeper, or dog walker, for example, or the cost of 1 session for a personal trainer, barber, or pet groomer. At the end of the day, Post says you can never go wrong with a handwritten note.
I think using your words means so much.
Alicia Vester says even if money is tight, you should try to help those who help you.
I think especially if in the economy we have, tipping is helpful, especially if you have exemplary service. Why not?
And that way you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese.
Hey Coastal Bend, it's JD from Interstate Batteries. From our family to your family, Merry Christmas.
This is Coastal Bend history.
So, Port Aransas has been around really since the late 1800s, originally called Ropesville, and then Tarpon because of the large number of fish being caught nearby, and finally Port Aransas in 1910. But in 1886, a small hotel opened along the waterfront called the Tarpon Inn.
There's so little of this that's documented that you don't really know.
The origins of the hotel are murky with no actual documentation. One historian says it was built from surplus material from an old Civil War barracks. But the current owner, Leroy Hoskins, says he believes the original building was the barracks. The first deed to the property was issued to the second owner, Ed Cotter. Cotter, a fishing guide, partnered with Ed Green in the early 1900s to offer guided fishing tours for tarpon here in the Coastal Bend. They would launch from the Tarpon Inn with Cotter's motorized boat. According to Hoskins, it was the very first time a motorized boat was used for sport fishing anywhere in the country. It helped change the course of sport fishing forever. The 1919 hurricane devastated the Coastal Bend. But according to Hoskins, the damage in Port Aransas was caused by a massive oil tank that was pushed into town and destroyed several buildings, including the original Tarpon Inn.
So once the oil tank washed into this thing, wiped these 2 buildings out, all they had left was this building in the back.
The remaining building on the property continued to be used as a hotel. In 1923, the property was sold to James Ellis, and he built a larger building for the hotel. The original smaller building became a kitchen. The new building included huge wooden poles cemented deep into the ground. They doubled as internal pillars for the building, making it resistant to future hurricanes. Sometime around 1926, a fire destroyed the kitchen and seriously damaged the hotel. Ellis used this opportunity to expand the number of rooms, adding 2 more sections onto the hotel. The hotel then hosted a number of celebrities, including the glamorous actress and inventor Hedy Lamarr, food critic and author Duncan Hines. But arguably, the biggest visitor was President Franklin D. Roosevelt. And while he didn't stay in the hotel, he did fish off our coast, and a scale from the tarpon he caught is signed and hanging on the wall in the Tarpon Inn. In fact, one of the walls in the main office of the inn is covered in the scales, each signed and dated. The oldest we found when visiting was from July of 1897. In August of 1970, Hurricane Celia made landfall near Aransas Pass, once again damaging the Tarpon Inn. That was enough for the Ellis family to sell the property. After 5 years of repairs, the Tarpon Inn was back as a mecca for sport fishermen and tourists. It added to the National Register of Historic Places and was named a Texas Historic Landmark in 1979. But then in 2017, Hurricane Harvey damaged the Tarpon Inn again, but it quickly reopened after just 8 months of repairs. The current owner of this place, Leroy Hoskins, tells us he's working on his own complete history of the Tarpon Inn. He's also helping establish a sport fishing museum here in Port Aransas. Tell you what, if you want to learn more about the Tarpon Inn, you can go to our website, christv.com, click on the Coastal Bend History tab, or you can scan the QR code you see on your screen.
Next week, we're going to talk about other presidents and presidential candidates who have stopped through the Coastal Bend. Until then, I'm Andy Lascano.
Interested in growing your business? Coastal Living can help. Email us at advertise@coastallivingtv.com or scan the QR code on your screen for more information.
Well, that's all for us here today on Coastal Living. Hopefully you enjoyed the show, but there is more to come. We'd love for you to join us tomorrow. If you haven't already noticed, there's a Pollo Palenque that popped up over off of Saratoga and Staples on the south side, and we had the opportunity to dive into the menu. And when I tell you guys we had about one of everything, we sure did, and it was all delicious. But if you want to see for yourself, be sure to join us on tomorrow's show. Visit us online at Coastal Living TV on Facebook and Instagram. We love sharing experiences with you. We love seeing all your special moments here in the Coastal Bend, so thank you for that as well. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.